Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about what I believe and what I think my biggest issue is in trading. So today I decided to take today off after blowing my account yesterday, and I think it's well needed. I've been losing a lot of sleep as of late. Just haven't really been uh, doing the best overall, mentally and physically. So I just wanted to take some time off, but we're still in a practice trade, so this is what's happening right now. I'm practicing with the 150K account just because that's what I want to move on to as well. Plus, that's the only practice option you have on Topstep anyway. But I want to talk about my biggest issue in trading. My biggest issue in trading, I was really going to come in to make this video and tell you that my biggest issue in trading is learning how to short. But it wasn't until just spoke to my girlfriend and she asked me, "What is your biggest issue in trading?" And I was gonna tell her it's shorting. Like I can't short. I'm a perma bull. I always buy. But I realized that's not my issue. My issue in trading is learning how to adapt. And because I'm not good at adapting to market conditions, I struggle a lot. I struggle so much whenever it comes to um, being able to adapt. One of the things that I've noticed about my trading is that if I see my setup, I'm not afraid to take it anymore. Back in the day when I first started trading earlier this year, I was so afraid to take a trade because I didn't want to lose. Now I'm very comfortable losing. I lose a lot, right? But it's about how you respond to those losses. Now when I'm taking trades, I don't really have issues pulling the trigger, but I have issues getting away from what my bias is, getting away from being married to a certain way that I think that the market will go. And the market doesn't go your way all the time, right? Nor does it go the way that you think it'll go. It still might end up at the same target that you want it to end up at, but it may not have played out the way that you wanted it to. Think about all the times that you've traded, all the times that you've been like, ooh, I think we're going to go lower here, or I think we're going to go higher here. But then the market just starts going like that. And you thought it was going to be a huge move, you thought it was going to be a breakout, or you thought it was going to stay in the same place, and it didn't happen. But it still ended up getting to where you wanted to go, right? So, does that mean that's poor analysis on your part? Or it was just something that you just didn't have control over? It's probably the latter, right? And being able to adapt in market conditions will allow you to see what the market is truly doing in real time. Regardless of whether it's playing out to your thesis or not, you're able to say, hey, like, even though it's not playing out exactly like how I thought it would, I still believe we're going to get to my target because of this, this, and this. That's something that I don't have right now, and it's something that I'm realizing as I'm speaking to you guys right now. It's very difficult for me to say, okay, we're not bullish anymore, we're bearish. If we're bearish, this is what I have to do. And that's why I blew my funded account yesterday. I blew it because I've had so much success as of late, just buying at value area lows, buying when I felt like, okay, this is a really good discounted price. And I completely ignored that you need to look at the trend. And that's something that I always do. Whenever I look at a chart, I always say, okay, are we bullish or bearish for today? Right? That's the first thing I say. And recently, I've ignored that. I've just been like, okay, cool. We're down here. Value area low. I think we can head higher. Right? And I aim for us heading higher when that's not how it works. In fact, I would go as far as to say for myself that that's being arrogant. You think that every single time that something will happen, you buy there, it's going to go your way, right? And I spoke about it in a previous video too. It's like you have to have that healthy fear, essentially, right? It's not really fearful, but it's more like not arrogance either. You need that balance in between to make sure that you're always on your toes, you're always cautious, but you're also confident in what you're doing. I spoke about this too. G Trades, he said it too, like in the Discord. It really takes a lot of confidence, a lot of back testing to know your data and to fully support what you're doing. And right now, I believe that at this point, I still need more data in order for myself to be fully confident, not in buying, but in selling. And part of that is looking at more of the market, back testing more, looking at changing market conditions. Sorry, I feel like I have something stuck in my throat. But looking at market conditions and being like, okay, like this is the perfect market condition for me to sell or for me to change my bias and be like, okay, this is what I need to do now, right? Regardless of however I came in at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, which is when I normally trade, regardless of coming in at that time and saying, okay, this is how I think it's going to go, I need to be able to say, okay, this is how I think it's going to go, but it could change, right? And I have to be willing and ready to adapt to that change. And that's my biggest problem in trading. So, sorry, I feel like I'm getting sick, so I apologize that I keep on clearing my throat. But how am I going to change that? What am I going to do in order to improve myself, in order to get better, in order to get better in that aspect? I just have to keep looking at the market. It's honestly really that simple. Is I just have to keep studying, and that's something that I really want to do on this channel. Is kind of like create. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to create quizzes, right? In terms of like trend. I already have the Learn How to Trade Ranges with Me series, which I will be continuing. I haven't done a video of that in quite some time, so I want to do that some more because I suck at trading ranges. But I need to be able to say, okay, like how would you adapt in this market condition? How would you be able to say, okay, my bias is switching? How would you be able to say, okay, I thought that this was a good entry point, but now it is no longer a good entry point because of this happened? And that's something that I need to continuously improve on, continuously get better because it's just not me right now. I can't do it. I'm so stuck on whatever I see in the beginning is however it will be. And that's not the case in trading, and that is not the case in life. I believe that also comes from a very underlying factor, too, is that I just don't like change. I don't like change at all. And I'm kind of going to go into some personal stuff, but I've been praying for my girlfriend to get a job. I've been praying that she's able to find something to help us earn some money. And now she finally has, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to God. But there's a change now. She's not home all the time anymore. Like there are certain things that used to occur that no longer occur anymore. You know, she'd wait at home for me and open the door for me. Like it's honestly it sounds so stupid, but it's like literally the little things. And I've realized that over time in my life, I am just not someone who likes change. So when I see that the market conditions are changing, when I see that we're starting to become more in a chop fest, when I see that we're entering periods of downtrend in which I struggle in, I struggle to adapt to that. I struggle to change. I struggle to just say, hey, Vic, like, okay, we understand that this is how you normally like to trade, but it's not happening right now. What are you going to do about it? And I believe that that's something that I just need to continuously get better at. So, yeah, I think as I continue to work hard in this market and continue to work hard as hard as I can in terms of trying to be a profitable trader, there'll come a time. And today's a really good example of that too. Like I came into the market bullish. I always do. I feel like I'm the ultimate perma bull. I came into this market bullish, but things changed, right? And one of the things too, this is Vic, this is really for you to come back to. So if you want to skip to this point in the video, come back to it. But um, this is how I'm starting to identify what is a good short, what is not a good short, right? So here you can see if I go back on replay, at this point here, I was looking at the trade and I thought, okay, we have some. First, we opened bullish. We went higher. I hate when TradingView does this. But then after that, guess what happened? This is the first one. Lower high, right? And I have to realize that lower highs are the key indicator for me to sell, right? So not only do we get this push up, right? You can say that this is a double top right here. Sorry if you can't really see that, just the way TradingView is acting. But double top right there, lower high, lower high, right? So even though this is high green volume, off value area low, what is the trend? What is the trend? I don't even use this ADX line anymore just because I've realized that it doesn't really do anything for me. But um, again, lower high, right? Or equal high, you could say. No, this is a lower high. So lower high, right? Close to value area high, rejecting VWAP, right? Now we're on prior day point of control. Yes, we are on value area lows, but what is this? A compression. I struggle in compressions, right? So the amount that from value area high to value area low is only 15 points, right? My average trade, I believe, is more than 15 points, about like 20 plus points per trade. So how can I trade that, right? That's not something that is ideal for me, right? So I was looking at this today. I didn't trade today. Decided to take a break, and I saw this. I'm like, okay, we're on prior day point of control. We're holding it right now, right? But we do have these lower highs. We're rejecting VWAP too, right? And here's a good key indicator. Now, I don't like to sell at the bottom, and I will not sell at the bottom. But you can see here again, these are just practice accounts, right? Some of these are just like fake. It's not really what I would even do, right? So even though we went on this trade, like it doesn't mean that I would do exactly this. But I saw that we were rejecting here, and what did I do here? I think I bought initially, right? Because I'm so stuck on that bias. I'm like, well, value area low, nice green candle here, right? Quick rejection. That's another sign. So I have to see it for what it is. I have to be patient. Patience is also a part of it too. Quick rejection down, up again, quick rejection down. Now you're rejecting prior day point of control for real, 2 times in a row. Rejected VWAP, right? So I was like, okay, let me sell. So I sold. Then we had this crazy move down. I said it in the Discord. I caught that move, but it was on my practice account. And it was a good trade. So now I entered again. Let's fast forward, right? I entered again because I wanted to practice. Look what happened here. This is selling climax, at least for the time period. High volume, low bottom wick. We bounced immediately off of it. Where are we at? Prior day value area low. So I love seeing that, right? But again, we're bearish. If we were bullish and something like that happened, oh my gosh, I would love to take this to the upside. But I learned from yesterday and I learned again. I'm like, okay, we're not in a really good position to be buying here, right? Of course, there's going to be a bounce. That was such a huge move. But here now, we're starting to get through prior day value area low. What I wanted to see was the price come up close to or at either value area low for the current session, because this is prior day, or VWAP, right? So that's what I was looking for. And I wanted to see some type of rejection at that point in order for myself to say, okay, we are heading lower. This is it, right here. This reverse pin hammer, love to see that. And that's where I was like, okay, on higher volume too, I don't think we're heading any higher. Now, could this be a premature entry? Yes, of course it could be, right? We could end up going a little bit higher here. But I said, you know what? I'm actually going to take that. So look, you can see where I took it. I took it right here. Took it right here again at 751 as we confirmed, right, on higher volume lower. Right? So again, I don't like selling at the bottom. I really don't. But when the price is moving a certain way, you have to be able to adapt, right? And this occurred here, and now we're still in the trade. So I added some more here. I think it was just a limit sell at 415, or stop sell at 415 or 414. Um, and now we're at that low point. So my target was just a psych level about 400 or a little bit below 400. If this was a real account, I would probably um, not have traded this one after winning the first one, right? My goal is to trade 150K accounts and win in 2 trades or 2 days, right? So that way I can start trading with the 150K. But as of right now, it looks like that this trade will play out. And that's awesome, you know? I'd only be aiming for 4,500. So in reality, like 4,500 would be right here. So we'd be really close to it. I mean, let's see if we could even get that fill. Um, but um, that's literally what I would do. And then after that, it'd be over, and I'd win and I'd move on with my life and we'd come back and we'd try the same thing again the next day, right? So I believe that with time, I will get there. With time, I will succeed. I'll become a better trader, but your mistakes will make you a better trader. And that's just how it goes, just the same thing with life too. So, at least in life and trading, those do have parallels, but the one thing that is different about trading compared to life is that the harder you work, a lot of times the worse you'll end up doing. So, um, look at that. Did it not fill me again? It looked like it might not have filled me again.
Order filled.
All right, there you go. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video today. Um, what is your biggest problem in trading? I should have asked that in the beginning. But what is your biggest problem in trading? And what are you doing to help fix that? What are you doing to overcome that? Is there something that you're doing wrong that you want to fix? What is that? I want to know. And please, I think the giveaway is over at this time. For me, it's Tuesday right now, but it's Wednesday when I'm uploading this video. So the giveaway is over. Thank you to everyone who entered the giveaway as well. I really do appreciate it a lot. Um, but also too, please join the Discord if you would like. You don't have to do anything. I don't really care, but I would love for you to be in there. We've been having some really great discussions. A lot of people have been helping me out too. I've been asking questions just about life, but then also too about trading as well. So please join the Discord. The link is in the description below. I'd love to see you in there. And I would love to continue building this trading stoic family community. I still don't know what to call that. The stoic family, the centurions, which is what we have in our Discord. I don't know yet, but I'd love to do that with you. So please go ahead and join if you would like. Um, but yeah, guys, that's about it for this video today. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are trading well. And yeah, keep trading stoically.